Well, everyone, we're going to light up the place because I'm going to bring up a topic that is kind of contentious at the same time, but this is, I think, an important topic. There's obviously been some stuff going on with Twitch, with the whole clothing of avatars. I think this is something that's very important to bring up and discuss, and I don't want to spark any debates, but have you looked at what I've got? Have you looked at what's in front of you? A big ass flaming firebird, a majestic phoenix. I put clothes on this, they're just gonna burn up in a day. What am I supposed to do? Now, obviously, this is not a real form when it comes to anything that's related with VTubing or VRchat or anything like that. Recently, there's been some people that have gotten strikes, and there's been some contentious things that have been going on within many different communities. Not just where you see a firebird in front of you, or you maybe see a wolf online dancing around doing whatever. No, there has been some stuff, and there's been a lot of discussion about this going on, and some of it you got to sit there and go, well, where does this all lie? Where does this really lie in the grand scheme of things? You pop into a VRchat world, you put on an avatar. In my case, I'm a bright, flaming yellow, orange, red, and blue fiery phoenix. And then the question is, do I need pants on? I'm not showing anything. I'm not in that particular subject. And the more I look at this and the more I think about it, I even look at like a game like Ori and the Blind Forest, where you have the creature running around, the little white creature, Ori, running around. There's no clothes on that. You run around in a lot of other circumstances in a lot of other video games. What is it, party animals? Yeah, maybe they get some cosmetics and stuff like that. But you run around as a dog or a cat in a lot of these games right now. And where does that line really draw? When it comes to the whole scenario of putting on an avatar. Now, if I had an avatar that's got features that are hanging out everywhere and more human-like nature, then yeah, I'm going to say, listen, maybe cover it up or something like that. But I'm also very limited in this avatar. It's not like there's clothing readily available. It's not like I can turn around and put on some clothes. Do I gotta put on a sensor bar across here? Do I just always walk around as a flaming bird? You'll never see the avatar again. Or is it time to sit there and just take a step back and go, well, I guess, we had our fun with this, and maybe we no longer do it. I don't think that's an option. I don't think that's the whole point of this. But seriously, it sparked a whole debate. The debate is ongoing, and you really have to sit there and figure out where the line is, and you just don't know, because you're not going to know until something happens, until like Twitch turns around and says, yeah, you know what, you crossed the line, you're not wearing clothes, get off the channel, or get off the platform. I mean, from a lore aspect, I sit there, I'll walk into a club, and lo and behold, we'll have some lore master turn around and go, well, phoenixes don't wear clothing, so why are you doing that? Wouldn't they just burn up? I have this avatar, I also have the new fox avatar, both of which don't really have much clothes. I do have one hoodie, but that doesn't really solve any issues, because now I'm putting on a hoodie in some circumstances, depending on what I'm doing, likes to clip and obscure my view, and I got to go back to the drawing board and figure out little nuanced details. Do I got to go into Blender? Now, this is the point. Now you look at going into Blender, you look at going into Unity, you look at going into all of these things. I've already spent countless hours retexturizing this, putting on all the fire so we have an absolute flame show. And now the question is, do I need pants? This is the ongoing issue right now. I am fully clothed. I'm in VR. I'm in a avatar. Honestly, if I was walking around in a fursuit, I don't think I could get a shirt over my wings. I don't think that would be a case. I don't think that would be something you would do. You'd be covered by a couch. So where does that really leave us? What does that mean that I need to do? You know, I have sparks coming from my hands. I have fire coming out everywhere. But is that enough to sit there and say, hey, listen.
Hey, listen!
Let's say I put clothes on here. What are we going to work with? I'm going to put on a vest, try and find some pants that maybe fit. It's not like I can walk down to the corner store and put them on. These things all have to be contextualized and they have to be created. They have to go through multiple programs, and then it's a video game in the long run. So now you ask yourself, where's the line? I don't know. So after all this, I'm kind of torn. Do I stick with my guns and keep the Phoenix all natural? Right? Am I really doing something that's wrong? Like I said, it is a mythical being. It's not real. But there's a little piece of my soul that's sitting here going in turmoil, going, what are you doing? Do you risk it all? I don't think there's any risk there. I mean, there's plenty of people that have done this in the past, but recently there's been a few bannings. There's been a few people getting strikes on their channels, getting into the situation where they have to sit there and they have to rethink what they're doing. There's been Twitch emotes that have been removed on several channels that I know of because they were considered too sexual in that sense. I mean, you're showing off your hiney a little bit of an animal in such a way that's kind of funny. It's a meme of sorts, right? I've seen worse things, obviously. There's other things that have been on platforms that I've seen way worse than these certain nuance cases at that sense. Now you have to ask yourself, what does a person do? Do they continue doing what they're doing in that sense? Do they just meh? It's not like I'm showing off anything. I'm not showing off anything that's adult rated. I'm not being an adult rated person in that sense. I'm trying to keep it PG. Maybe I just need to jump into a volcano again, watch everything burn again and be reborn. Maybe I just need to turn into a pile of ash every time something like this comes up and just sit there and just cover my head up. Or at least pull a blanket over the pile of ash. Maybe that's what we need to do. I'm not entirely sure where this really lies. And I'm making this video. What are your thoughts on all of this? Is this something that you believe that I should turn around and really focus on? Or should I continue to focus on the things that do matter, like talking about things like this, talking about motivation stuff, talking about tech stuff, having fun with video games, and just having a blast in life? Do I just need to burn it all down? I am your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow. I'm signing off here. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, always burn up the world.